know there were stories. 12 Tales of Wonder. Well, the 8th tale is the only one that's finished. Is each page a different story, or are they together? Once upon a time, the whole world was lush and green and covered in countless forests. In the mild days of spring, children would play in their clearings, making necklaces of wildflowers, while in the summer they would shelter from the sun under the ancient trees. In autumn, of course, they would pick and eat juicy fruits, where indeed the forests have always been important to youngsters, being carefree places about which to play with gay abandon. But what do you know of their forest guardians? Every forest has one. They are believed to be godlike creatures who protect the woods they inhabit, and as well as all the creatures that dwell within. But how do these guardians come into existence? No human knows for certain, of course, but it is believed that they somehow selected from amongst the creatures that live in the forest. Naturally, since the guardian is responsible for protecting all forest inhabitants, the biggest, strongest creature in the forest is usually the one selected. There has been, however, one notable exception, as related to this well-known fable. A forest, luxuriant with leaves, was home to a gently flowing river and spring that produced fresh water, and all beasts lived there in amity, from tiny insect creatures to as big as 2 men. One day, the Daisy of the Forest made a proclamation. The time has come for you to choose your guardian. For the forest did not have a guardian at that time. As soon as the message was received, the controversy prevailed among the beasts of the forest, each claiming he would make the best guardian. These sharp fangs will fan away any enemy, growled the black wolf. These huge claws will shred impostors into pieces, roared the gray bear. So it continued, with every large forest animal boasting his own case, and the stag with his great antlers to the white catfish who dwelt in the spring. The forest's smaller inhabitants, those who had no chance of winning any test of strength, could but watch the assembly of the beasts in silence. The drinking continued for several days and nights until one day, a golden haze descended upon the forest, bringing with it an aroma so sweet that the beasts soon forgot about choosing a guardian, simply spent the day in a contented daze, staring at the new golden coloring of the trees around them. The very next day, however, a crimson sapling sprouted from one of the trees and quickly grew into a large tangle of red bramble. The golden haze the beasts had so enjoyed was, in fact, a cloud of evil disposed spores. By the time they noticed, however, the bramble covered the entire forest. The bramble strangled tree after tree, causing them to wither and die. It seemed only a matter of time before the entire forest would be quickly devoid of life. Thus the wise owl said, "Somewhere in this forest is the tree where the sprout first took root. That tree is the source of this terrible bramble. Cut off its source, and the entire thicket will wilt." Just as the forest, the black wolf and gray bear resolved to find the tree that the wise owl mentioned. But the bramble had grown so thick and dense that their great bodies simply would not pass through it. It was time for the smaller forest creatures to come to the fore, and so it stayed while the other beasts bickered and boasted about who was strongest. And so, the mottled snake slithered through the bramble, moving deep into the forest in search of the tree where the spores first took root. "Alas, the bramble wraps the tree completely," hissed the snake. "We shall need to cut through it somehow. I have neither claws nor teeth, only this forked tongue." On hearing this, the mottled snake's report, the blue woodpecker leapt into action. "I shall pack through the bramble in no time," he chirped with confidence. As he neared the tree which the mottled snake had described, the bramble became too thick and he was quite unable to spread his wings, let him fly close enough to the bramble, and thus he went back dejected. It was then when the field mice and the squirrels rendered their assistance. "These sturdy front teeth of ours shall gnaw through the bramble," squeaked the field mice. "The bramble goes all the way to the top of the tree," observed the squirrels. "Can you truly climb so high?" The field mice had to concede they could not, so it was the squirrels who set off to cut through the bramble and surrounded the tree that had been the first to succumb. The squirrels soon reached the tree and scaled it with ease, and in no time at all they were nibbling through the bramble and making light work of cutting through it. And as soon as they began to chew their way through the bramble, the lower parts of the thicket that covered the forest fell away and withered, so the squirrels decided to continue nibbling until the tree was completely free of the bramble. Alas, the bramble contained poison spores, and the squirrels who swallowed them soon felt the effects and fell lifeless to the forest floor. And yet this did not deter the other brave squirrels, who had resolved to rid the tree of the bramble to save the forest at any cost. Each of them continued to chew. And the moment the last bramble was cut, the entire tangle withered away. As the animals' cries rang out, the squirrels' souls floated through their bodies in pure orbs of light. Black Wolf and Gray Bear watched in amazement as the orbs floated into a hollow of the tree, bringing it back to life. The Ages of the Forest had spoken. The squirrels were forever the forest's true guardians. They were among the smallest and weakest of the beasts. Their courage was greater than that of all the largest creatures. Size has no bearing on a creature's stature. The 8th tale, The Lazy Sun. Two shepherds who were father and son worked together in fields. The father looked after sheep from morning till night, constantly patrolling the pasture and looking out for wolves. The son, however, spent every day at leisure, if you are French, staring into the distance and not lifting a finger to help his father. One day the father turned to his son and said with regret, I am getting old, and I shall soon be retiring. Though you are my only son, it has become clear to you you have no enthusiasm for shepherding. I was trying to think that I should be better trusting my flock to someone else. The son was quite shocked, for the flock was his only livelihood. He was often started assisting his father in the fields, chasing sheep, tending the grass, and so on. Alas, he soon grew tired of such tasks. And also what to do, the son supposed he should pay a visit to old Father Oak, the ancient tree in the deep dark woods, possessed of infinite wisdom on all matters. Oh, old Father Oak, is there not some manner of fruit I can swallow to excite my enthusiasm? The son asked in vexation. Well, I am afraid such things do not exist, replied old Father Oak. There is, however, a fountain hidden deep within a nearby forest. Drinking of its water provides a goodly dose of energy. The son traveled the direction indicated by Father Oak until he came to the fountain and tested its cool surface with his hand. I shall take some of the water home with me, he thought, realizing that he had no vessel to carry it. Alas, I must return home empty-handed. So he was about to go back to fetch a jug when he decided to sample a mouthful of fountain's water, and sure enough, he immediately felt a great surge of energy that old Father Oak had predicted. He used his axe to chop down a nearby tree, carving it into a pitcher almost as big as himself. Once the pitcher was finished, the son filled it with water from the fountain and made for home. The vessel was very heavy, and the journey was a long one. He nearly gave up on several occasions, but every time he felt like abandoning his journey, he would stop by the wayside and take another gulp of water from the pitcher. And eventually, he arrived back home. I have water here to last a lifetime, the son thought with relief. He was very weary, and he fell asleep to sound sneakily until morning. Then I woke from his slumber and resolved to take another drink of water from the pitcher. Oh, how full of life I am, he exclaimed happily, and set about his duties double the usual speed. As he did so, he resolved that no one else was to be allowed to drink the precious water in the pitcher. In the days that followed, the son spent much of his time ensuring no one was near his pitcher. Yet he took care to attend to his chores while he did so, and his father would otherwise be angry. When a villager approached the pitcher for a drink of water, someone interrupted his own labors and offered a cup of a different water, thus preventing any of the water from the pitcher from going to waste. He was also reluctant to waste the water on the fountain on himself, so he worked hard every day without touching it. Then, one very hot day after the son had been hard at work in the fields, he realized a terrible thing had happened. The water had evaporated in the searing heat of the sun. When the son realized that the water upon which his future depended had disappeared, he was overcome with despair and collapsed in the grass. The sight of the son lying prone excited the villagers' concern, and they rushed to see if he was all right. The son gained a reputation in the village for being kind and hard-working. On account of all the cups of water he was wont to provide thirsty villagers. Some villagers gave the son a drink of water as he lay there. He was amazed at how delicious it tasted. It was the freshest, cleanest water he ever drank. Furthermore, it gave him the same surge of energy as the water from the fountain had done. The father stood next to him and said kindly, No water on earth can compare to the first water you drink after sweating all day. Well, I should think it's a fair sight better than the water from that fountain. The father soon knew that his father had visited the fountain. The son rose to his feet and smiled back to his father. You're right, father. It is truly better by far. Hard toil brings its own rewards. That's interesting. How come I only had half of the second tale and it was a full tale, but the eighth tale was 2 pages and also completely full? Odd. But let's head to Mamoon or whatever it's called. Right then, Ollie boy. There's probably not some monsters around by here. Wait, don't try and be a hard man and take them all on. Just hurry and get to Mamoon. I'm gonna kill everything! I'm gonna have to fight some of them. It's a clever cub.
Watch this! Here goes! We did it!
Awesome. So is that Mamoon right behind the mountain there? I see a little edge of something. There's a sore boar on the way. I'm not gonna run in front of you, that'd be dumb. Hanging out. still just a tur bandit?
Let's go.
That's racist.
Here goes.
Okay, that went much better. Ooh, creamy milk. That makes my stomach churn a little bit. Milk should not be creamy, in my opinion. So yeah, that little something, I thought that was the way the emblems looked in this place, but no, those are enemies. Those are definitely enemies. I definitely had to fight those things. Usually deserts look really boring whenever you play games. They're not that interesting. But this is interesting. I like this. The desert is very well made.
Come on. Here goes.
What? What hill? What? I was like at full life. Oh gods. This may be terrible. Away, thank goodness. And there's the town. Save. Let's see, that's a tur bandit. Other than that, looks like that's the last thing between me and town. Let's take him out. Oh, Mamoon. Okay. And that's it for this game. I'm never touching it. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. Oh, man. Nocturne didn't have difficulty spikes this bad. Oh, the Cowlipha. I'm not sure what that's a pun on. I mean, obviously cow, but I don't know of a normal title.
Mamoon. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. It's different from Ding Dong Dell, huh?
Well, of course it flipping is. It's slap bang in the middle of the desert for a start.
What's that delicious smell?
That's the babanas, innit? Babanas are what Mamoon's famous for, see? You never eaten a fruit like it. Gorgeous they are. Tell you what, I'm starving. Fancy a babana split?
Really? They're that good, huh? Wow.
Too flipping right they are. This place was built on the babana trade. There's tasty fruit.
Okay, let's try some.
Before we go babanas, though, we should try and find this Rashad, eh? That's what we came here for, after all. Oh, we should also run and find out if anyone knows him. Excuse me, do you know where I can find the Great Sage Rashad? Great Sage Rashad? It's a long time since he was called by that name. These days, you'd do better to ask after Rashad, seller of Babana. He sells Babana? You mean he's not a sage anymore? You didn't teach about magic was the whole reason for coming. Well, it's not surprising that the great sage when magic was outlawed. Hi, I teach on something that's not allowed to be taught anymore. No one comes to my classes. That's what, yeah. Still, we're after a Babana's place anyway, so might as well stop by and see what's what, eh? I guess. Okay, let's go find Rashad. Okay, I'm glad I finally, survived to make it here. Alright, oop, they still got glowy pots. Some things never change. I also got a weapon shop. I will partake. I will peruse. Hello, Captain Falcon. I don't mean to crow, but our wares are the finest in the land. Don't get it caught short. Now grab some of our good items before they fly out the door. What are the two numbers for? Is that magic attack? Well, he's my primary dude. Excuse me. I will come back and probably buy more stuff for the other ones, but I definitely need stuff for him. And I also did not actually equip him with the sword. Here's one of the people. The party people. So guys, you can't be bothered. Leave me alone. Well, we're trying to emergency, but since we arrived at Mamoon, my husband's been completely lost his will to sell. I actually brought some with me. Blindness Beyond. Awesome. That's what I wanted to see. Now, let's find out about these bananas. I know there's other things I can take, but I have not found anything to take them with yet. Yeah, I recognize you.
Excuse me, are you Mr. Rashad?
Yes, I am.
Bananas!
Mr. Rashad, sir, I need you to teach me magic. I need you to teach me the most powerful spells there are, so I can defeat Shadar.
Defeat Shadar? You?
Yes, sir.
Your journey has been wasted. I no longer practice the magic arts.
Huh? But why
Your
not?
retirement has been wasted. I need you to
thought
teach
you
me.
were one of the 4 great sages who knows everything there is to know about magic.
It matters not what I was. I use magic no more.
He's looking at his daughter.
Is she... What do you want? Who are you? Jeepers.
The poor thing's broken-hearted, looks like.
And she looks like Stereo Mary. Now I see her from up front.
Shadar stole a piece of her heart. It was my fault. I defied him, and to punish me, he did this. That is why I fight no longer.
Oh, well, that's all it is.
I cannot risk my child's life. I will not. We must accept our fate and live out our days in peace.
Mr. Rashad, sir, you're wrong. She wouldn't want this. She's not in pain because a piece of her heart was stolen. It's because you gave up fighting. Because you gave up on everything. That's why she's in pain.
You are sure of this?
Yes, I am.
I see. I see now that you would say anything to enlist.
I was gonna say, that's not gonna convince him.
Huh?
Begone!
You're making a mistake. I wasn't trying to...
Well, he wasn't wrong. It looks like Shaddar's stolen a part of the poor dab's heart.
Then we have to help her. We have to make her heart whole again.
Nah, looks like, I said. This is different.
Huh?
Her heart's not just broken, it's closed.
Clothes? What does that mean?
It's like this, see? She's not just had a part of her heart stolen, she's closed it up tight too, to keep the rest safe like.
You can do
So,
that?
before we can think about replacing what's missing, we'll have to open it back up again, innit?
And how do we do that?
We go to your world. If we find whoever she's connected to by there, we can work out what's going on with her by here. So, we head over your way and find her soulmate.
Well, that's Derry Mary, obviously.
All right, let's do it.
Right-o, back to your world it is.
I thought someone was supposed to come and, like, destroy me by now. Feel like they should have done that by now, and they did not. Yeah, I already know who it is. I can put my finger on it. How do we know it's a girl? It could be a lamppost. There's absolutely no reason to think it's a girl. It's funny, we're almost at the end of the stream and we're back here looking for a soulmate. I'm like, this is how the last stream ended. Although we'll probably get to her before the end of the stream. I hope so. Hey, I just thought... What's up, man? Having a nice time? Wow, he turned Jamaican. I was like, having a nice time thinking about girls, is it? No, I just... When I used to come here in Phil's garage, she was always looking at us from her window. From a window, eh? Sounds like a proper shrinking violet. I guess that's the window up there. Oh, that's her, Mr. Drippy. Flippin' heck, golly boy. Why didn't you think of her straight away? She's a spitting image of a man. Huh? Oh, come on, Oliver. What you flippin' think, you blockhead? The Great Sage's daughter, isn't it? One who obviously is her flippin' soulmate. Is that... I never noticed. You sure have good eyes, Mr. Drippy. She's on the window for a second. I've never seen that much of your eyes on a fairy, my boy. Especially not the High Lord High of the fairies. Lord High Lord, whatever I am. Alright, so no mistake. Let's get it in and barge our way into a bedroom. Drippy? This will not end well. This will, in fact, end terribly. Hi, we just want to, like, barge into your daughter's bedroom unannounced. You're okay with that, right? Hey, puppy. Yeah, worst guard dog ever. Worst guard dog ever. We might want to change clothes before we do this. There's no answer. Is something the matter? There's nobody home, you know. I need to speak to the girl who lives here. Your friend Myrtle's? Oh, you must be awfully worried about her. Huh? Oh, Ma, you haven't heard? Well, just between you and I, things haven't been going so well for Myrtle's family lately. How come? Father works every hour every single day. Nothing but work, work, work. He's never at home anymore. Such a shame. He was always such a devoted father. But something has happened to him. He's changed. I hear him shouting at them through the walls. Interesting. So in this world, the father has closed himself off from his family behind a barrier of work. Whereas in the other world, the father has abandoned his work, but that's caused the exact same barrier to form. I don't know how poor Betty copes. Getting Myrtle, so a shame. I like Starry Mary better than Starry Myrtle. Betty is... That's right, dear. She's Rusty's wife. She's every bit as devoted to him as she always was. Why, only this morning I promised to bring lunch down to the garage. All the love she pours in those sandwiches. It's enough to break your heart. I'm well enough just thinking about it. Such a kind soul. Poor Betty. I've half a mind to tell that Rusty Cartwright just how lucky he is. Sheepers. Oh, just listen to me gossip on and on. Do ignore me, dear. I'm just a silly old woman. Say hello to Myrtle for me, will you? Cracky. Sounds like things gonna do in the Cartwright household, eh? Mr. Drake, we can't leave her like that. We have to help Myrtle. It's easier said than done, Ollie boy. She's not coming out for a chat, and we're not getting in unless we go magicking the door open. You're right. We should use magic to open the door. I'm the only one who knows how. I'm the only one who can go in there and speak to... No, there's a lot of people that go in there. So you want to be doing this, Mon? When Mom died, If you hadn't taken me over to your world when I thought I was all alone, if you hadn't helped me, I'd still be alone right now. That's why we have to help Myrtle. If we don't, she'll be listening out her window forever, all alone. Oh, the quick spiral into decadence. He knows magic for like a day, and already he's like using magic to break into girls' bedrooms. Well, that's justification enough for a bit of breaking into my book. Let's get in there. Okay, Mr. Drippy. That's probably weird. Where's a lock like that should have been probably done easy peasy. What's wrong, Mr. Drippy? It's this door, man. There's an evil power protecting it. If spell didn't fail, it was repelled by a malevolent force. Repelled? Jeepers. Must be a girl, innit? She is somebody of a sage's daughter, after all. You think? Well, what do we do? Tell you what we do. Kind of try and get in by the front door. It's not exactly polite, just barge in but people's houses anyway. You're right. I guess I'll have to find some other way. I wonder why the game wants me to go down here. That doesn't seem like any kind of sense. Am I going to the garage to try and be like... That was... P. Hey, maybe. What's going on, Ollie boy? Maybe P knows something. What the flippin' heck's going on? I'm glad I have a ghost girl helper friend. You have to go in there. I tried. It's open? Did you do a spell on it or something? No, it wasn't me, it was P. Huh? Where did... Never mind all that. Let's get in there, shall we? Down in distress up there, man.
Who are you?
My name's Oliver. Don't worry, I'm not crazy. I'm a kid from right here.
That does not prevent you from being crazy.
Just like you.
I know. I've seen you.
You have?
You know she has.
I'm sick. I can't leave this room. If I go outside, it hurts. So all I can do is look out at the world from my window.
That's why they call her Starry Mary. Shh! Don't worry, man. No one can hear me but you. I can talk as loud as I want.
Yes, that's why they call me Starry Mary.
Huh?
Tricky, can she hear me?
That's what they call me around here. But you knew that already, huh? I bet you think I'm weird.
Not as weird as people that break into girls' rooms while wearing a cape.
I don't.
It's okay. I don't mind. You should go before my father comes home.
Oi, come here a sec. This is proper weird. I've looked as hard as I know how, but she doesn't seem sick at all. She's as fit as a fiddle, in fact.
You mean you can tell?
I'm Lord High Lord of the Fairies, and of course I can tell.
So what is wrong with her?
Well, whatever sickness she had might be gone, but something still got a hold over the poor dam.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. I'm gonna come see you again. Okay, Myrtle?
Huh?
Well, if you can't leave your room, I'll come to you instead. That way we can be friends. How does that sound?
Oliver. You can't.
I can, I just
My
did.
father won't allow
Who
it.
cares?
You
I'm a
should
flicking
leave.
wizard, what's he gonna do?
But Myrtle.
It's just like you said, Mr. Doobie, it's almost like Myrtle and Esther is the same person. I mean, that's kind of like with one of the like companions' dads were trying to keep the doctor from being around her. You can't stop the doctor, he's a freaking doctor. Isn't it, though? They could be twins, Mom. And they were soulmates the moment I laid eyes on her. But she ain't broken-hearted. There's something else stopping her from getting better. It must be her parents. Her family is... The old gods be believed, yeah. Sounds like her folks ain't getting on too well. But that family squabble is really the kind of thing we want to go getting mixed up in, are they, boy? Maybe not, but we have to help Myrtle. Family's important. It's everything. Well, since you put it like that, go in then. Let's hope the poor dab out. Next up, a rusty shop.